What's going on, guys? This is Cedric here from the Untitled podcast, and welcome to another edition of the Untitled podcast. However, this is a very depressing episode. This is number 6 of the podcast, and I didn't think it'd come to this, but welcome to a SoloCast. I never thought I'd have to do a SoloCast so soon, but I had plans this morning with Kane and Jason, but I woke up early. I had breakfast, I got ready, I was like, all right, I'm going to do the podcast, we're going to have a good time, and then, afterwards, I'm going to take a nap, because I woke up pretty early, and I slept pretty late, but, like 30 minutes passed, and I was like, oh, they're not here. I was like, I wonder if they're awake, so I sent them the text. I was like, hey, you guys awake? And then another 30 minutes passed, so an hour, so I was just like, I'll take that as a no. So then I was just like, all right, we can just reschedule, and then I got a text back at, 11, around 11. I was like, you guys, okay, that's cool. So I have to get out of I said I'd get out of podcast every week, so I am, and I was always fine with doing a solo podcast if it needed to be, but I didn't think it would be this soon. So I didn't really have anything really to talk about today. It's pretty late. It's a day before I do things. Tomorrow is going to be Friday, but I'm not going to be home at all, which is why I needed to get a video out, just record a podcast. So right now I'm just on my computer. I'm just relaxing, and there's a few things I want to talk about, just personally what I'm going through in my life. Nothing. I don't want to bring up anything depressing, even though I probably will. But basically right now, you guys don't know, I'm basically just a sick little boy, but however, I'm getting less sick. My stomach problems are basically leaving me, and now the only really problem I have is with my gums, which have cuts in them, but they're healing up too, so everything's going fine in my life right now, which is pretty good. First time I said that all summer, and there's only 1 month left. It's not exactly good, but it's at least it's something. But anyway, so yeah, besides that, I want to keep this more positive for this podcast episode. So I guess I can talk about a few things that are going on. So tomorrow is the reason why I can't really go hang out and record another podcast with Jason and Kane, which they're down for it, but I was like, I'm not going to be available tomorrow, and I can't just give you, I told them, I was like, if you guys ever need the audio stuff to record, just ask me. But however, I can't do that because of some issues that popped up, to where I can't just give them the stuff yet, because issues. I don't want to talk about those issues because they're nothing very exciting. I just can't do it yet, but I'm getting there. But anyway, so yeah, so tomorrow is when I'm going to go to the movies. I've been going to the movies a lot recently to go see new movies that come out every other week, or I just really, basically, I saw the new Transformers movie the day it came out, and it was so awful. It was so bad. Oh my gosh, that movie was trash. Transformers was such an awful movie. It doesn't click in my mind of how awful it is until I look back on it. It was such a bad movie. Transformers is that movie franchise for me that I know it's going to be bad, but deep down I want it to be good, but it's not going to be good. So whenever it doesn't turn out to be good, I'm like, I don't know what I was expecting. But every time I just have to watch every new movie that comes out, because I'm like, I've seen every other one. I've seen every Transformers movie that's recently come out, so I have to keep watching. I have to keep watching them because I'm already too deep. I just can't quit. And every time I watch, I get more sad. I'm like, I should just quit, but I can't. It's like a bad relationship. I just can't quit, even though I know I should. I know I'm gonna watch the next one, because obviously they're gonna have another one coming out, probably with who? Who would it be about? What are they just did the home planet of all the Autobots and all that. So what would be next for them? I don't know what would be next for them. I can't really think of anything really specific that'd come out next. But I know there's another one coming out, but probably not for like another 2 or 3 years, but I'm still gonna go see it. It's just so bad. But yes, but as of recording this, I can't wait for next week's podcast because a lot of things are gonna. I'm gonna be able to talk about more movies, but I'm gonna go watch 2 movies tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna go watch Spider-Man and the new Planet of the Apes movie, The War of the Planet of the Apes, or For the Planet of the Apes. I don't know. It's a war one, and then the new Spider-Man. I'm really excited about the Spider-Man. I'm actually excited about both, but I'm more excited about Spider-Man. I mean, I like all the Planet of the Apes movies. Obviously, I really enjoy them. I think they're really good movies. But I'm really excited about Spider-Man because I've been keeping low with Spider-Man up to this build of the movie because I've just been trying to keep it low. I saw the first 2 trailers and like, okay, that's it. And then like I've been seeing that they've been releasing a lot of trailers for it, which is I guess good for publicity, but they're showing a little too much, to be honest. Like, for example, like I remember I saw a trailer that says the first 4 minutes of the movie. I think that's what it said. And I was just like, why would anybody want to watch it? Why? So I saw the first 2 trailers and I stopped. And if I see something for Spider-Man, I just click away. I haven't spoiled myself. I'm going in completely blind besides the first 2 trailers. I have no idea. Thankfully, the internet, unlike a lot of movies like Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie, like there hasn't really been anything on my Twitter or just out in the open to spoil it, which is pretty nice actually. I think that's really cool that nobody's like a Peter Parker dies. What? I don't think that happens in the movie because obviously he's still gonna be in Civil War. So, I mean, not Civil War. He's gonna be in a. Is it even called Infinity Wars anymore? I've been hearing. Let me look it up. Infinity. Is it even called? Yeah, I think it's still called Infinity Wars. Yeah, it's still Infinity Wars. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, but yeah. So he's still gonna be Infinity. There's gonna be a lot of people in Infinity Wars actually. Now that I think about it, I think they said there's like around 20 people, like at least 20 or more people that are gonna be in. That blows my mind. How many superheroes we've gotten since 2008? Was it 2008? Yeah, since the first Iron Man movie. That's really crazy. It's been almost 10 years, and we've had so many decent movies. I wouldn't say they're all good, but most of them have been good. I think what makes it really good for me is that I really enjoy Marvel more than DC just in general, but I still enjoy a good DC movie if I've seen one. And I was really excited to go see Wonder Woman, but I never went. I just didn't have the time. But from what I heard is that for like the first 2 days, I've heard nothing but good things about it. And then that was just from movie critics and all that. Oh, that's cool. But then I was just I wait. Except for the Planet of the Apes, because it's just going to come out tomorrow. It's I'm going to see it anyway. I don't care less if it's good or bad. I'm going to probably still enjoy it. But from what I've heard from the critics for the first 2 days, usually for a movie, I wait for at least a whole week till the movie comes out. Because, the first, wave of people are just, critics that oh, this is gorgeous. I'm like, oh, alright, you're the critic that says 10 out of 10. That's cool. But, I want to hear what people say. So, I waited a little bit, and a lot of females that I follow on Twitter and all that jazz, they started giving out feedback on the movie, and a lot of them said it really wasn't up to par with what I thought it would be. A lot of them said there's one specific scene in general that I didn't really care that got spoiled. If I got spoiled of that movie, I wouldn't have cared. There's one scene that people said was really cool to them, it was a continuous one that everybody talked about, but besides that, they said it was kind of a mediocre movie, which kind of, I really don't know how to feel about that, because that just sounds kind of not good. So after that I was just maybe I should just wait till this comes out to Blu-ray something, then I'll watch it. But yeah, so I never got around to watching it. But that's different for this Spider-Man movie, because I've been hearing nothing but good things about it from what I heard. Actually, I haven't really heard anything about it either. I really just lay low for movies nowadays. I just don't want to go in with movie trailers that give me like 50% of the movie, because that's kind of lame. I get movie trailers, but sometimes you need to lay low, and sometimes they don't lay low enough. But anyway, so I'm really excited about the Spider-Man movie. It looks really good. I can't wait till they expand on that. I'm glad that Sony worked with the Marvel Studio company to make it happen. However, I guess along with that is the new Venom movie. The new Venom movie, and what was the other one? There's two movies. There was Venom and something else. I don't remember. Yeah, but then they said Venom was gonna be a part of this Marvel Cinematic Universe, which from what I saw from the director, he wasn't exactly too keen on that happening, but it still happened. It's too late to go back. But from what I remember is that I guess it really wasn't originally planned to have Venom, and I really can't remember. Was it? There's another movie I think that's gonna be along with Venom. Like, was it Carnage? No, it wasn't Carnage. I heard Carnage is gonna be in the new Venom movie. I don't see. There's like so many things going on with movies that I can't keep track of all of them. So I just break down on the inside. But from what I recall, what was I going on about? Anyway, I'm gonna go see 2 new movies, so I can't wait to see them. I'm pretty sure they're going to be great, obviously. I don't know why they wouldn't be good. I have higher hopes for Spider-Man than... I think that I have higher hopes for Spider-Man because I want a good Spider-Man movie for once. I remember watching The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and I remember I watched the first one, and it was so bad. I mean, it was a decent superhero movie, but it was just in general just a really, really bad movie. I mean, I don't even remember the professor's name or the scientist's name. You know, the one that turned into the Lizard Man. Like, he found out Peter Parker was Spider-Man because Peter dropped his camera in the he dropped it in the sewer, and then it said Peter Parker, so he found... That's so stupid. Like, that's like the worst plot. It would have made more sense if, like, he was in his lizard form and if he followed Peter, and then, like, if he saw Peter go inside, like, his own house or something. Like, maybe make it more realistic than just, you know, whose camera is this? Oh, it's Peter. I'm gonna kill him. That's so dumb to me. I don't get that. That's really not a very pleasant looking piece of film right there. The second one, it was whatever. The second one's really funny to me. The second one, whenever spoiler alert. I mean, no. Okay, here's the thing. For me, spoiler alert, if something's been out for 10 years, and if you shouldn't complain about it being spoiled, but if it's like pretty fresh, like a new movie, then I can understand. But I'm just gonna say it. Spoiler. Skip ahead to like maybe like 30 seconds something. Anyway, I find it really funny whenever at the very end of the second movie, whenever the Green Goblin comes back, you know, knocks Gwen down there. Was it the bell tower? Or was it a clock tower? I think it was a clock. I don't even remember. It's been a while. But then, like, you know, it's really intense. You know, Peter's trying to weave through objects, and then he springs his spray, his sticky web, and it hits her. But then, like, she has whiplash, so she hits the back of her head onto the concrete anyway, even though Peter tries to get... I think that's, like, the funniest... I remember the first time I saw it, I laughed out loud in the theaters, and I remember I was like, why did I laugh so loud? It was just so fun. Sometimes I just look it up on my own sometimes, and I just watch it. It's just so funny to me. It's just such a funny concept. I mean, not that she died is funny, but, you know, it's just really funny. Which I enjoy. I enjoy a good laugh every now and then. And that's definitely a good laugh. But I think what I remember most about the Spider-Man movies is that my favorite one was actually Spider-Man 2. Like not with Andrew Garfield, but with how could I forget his name? He was a really good Spider-Man. What, I can't remember his name. Wow, it's slipping my mind. Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire. There it is. Why did that take me so long? I really don't know. I really don't know why that took me so long to figure out his name. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so yeah, but I have really high hopes for the new Spider-Man movie. It's not that I don't have high hopes for the new Planet of the Apes movie. I just expect it to be a good movie. That's probably why. So yeah, that's my ramblings about the movie. I haven't even seen them yet, but I'm really excited about them. I think this year has been a pretty decent year for movies, now that I think about it. There's been a few, not pretty good ones, but there's been a few good ones, a lot that I haven't seen, but I will get to, like a movie I really want to see, but I really spoiled it for myself, but I still want to see it, is Get Out. It, like the one that got 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think I've ever seen that before, like something that actually gets a good rating of Rotten Tomatoes. But the movie looks really interesting to me. I looked up the plot or anything. I already spoiled myself. Excuse me. But yeah, I already spoiled myself for it. But it still looks like a really, really good movie. I want to feel the atmosphere to it more than I just want to, be surprised by it. I feel like if I didn't look up look up what it was mostly about, and I would have enjoyed it a lot more than I will whenever I do. But it still looks like a good movie. I'm not really. I go into phases with movies, actually. Like some phases, like, whenever it was like 13, I was just like, oh, I can watch movies by myself now. I'm a big boy. So then, every time I gotta see a movie, I'm gonna go see a movie. I don't even know what came out when I was 13. I don't even think anything good came out of it. But I guess what I remember from it also is that it also made me realize how attached I get to movies, because usually the movies I like to watch are family movies, like animated movies. I love animated movies more than anything. I'd rather see an animated movie than some not very good romantic movie. I'm not really about that, but I'm more about family movies, which is pretty cool. But when it came to me watching movies by myself, I was like, oh, I'm a critic, which is stupid. I shouldn't be a critic at like 13. But now that I'm older, I understand movies a lot more thanks to the internet and whatnot. Which is pretty cool. But now I understand why I take movie critics very seriously whenever I go see movies, because sometimes I just go watch a movie even though the critics say, hey, this is a pretty bad movie, and in my mind I'm like, maybe it is a bad movie, and then I go watch it and it's a pretty good movie to me. That's probably why I take critics very, very not seriously as I used to when I was younger, because to me some movies are good, while to others that movie was trash, which makes sense. An exception to this is not an exception, was Suicide Squad. I've never seen Suicide Squad because that movie is trash. That movie is straight garbage. If anybody ever tells me, Kane always tells me, hey, go watch Suicide Squad, and I was like, I'm never gonna watch that movie, and I made a bet with him and I lost, so I have to watch that movie. So I'll watch it sometime. I'm still trying to find a time when, but if I ever find that time, I'll let y'all know when I see it. But I went into his classroom one time to go play my Switch with them, and the teacher had it in the background, so I watched it every now and then. And just that 45 minutes in that class. Wow, that movie's so trash. That movie's terrible. That movie's garbage. That movie's the worst superhero movie I can think of. I can't even think of a bad superhero movie that makes me hate it. Like, even Iron Man 2 was a good... Iron Man 2 wasn't even that good. but it was still better than Suicide Squad. It's just so sad to say that out loud, because the DC cinematic universe is really, 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 really hunting for something. I don't know what they're hunting for, but they're looking, but they haven't found it. Alright, so let me steer away from movies real quick, because I just ranted and I don't even know what I was talking about. So I guess what I can talk about is Smash. Not the show, but the video game Super Smash Brothers for Wii U in particular. I'm gonna talk about Melee and all that later, but for Wii U, I love Smash Brothers for Wii U. I think Smash Brothers, the series, is just in my top 3 all-time favorite game series of all time, and it's probably behind Pokemon. Maybe it might be second, actually. Yeah, it probably is second. It's definitely behind Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Pokemon's a really fun game for me. I love Pokemon. I know every single Pokemon name. I know every single Pokemon type. I know all the type advantages. The only thing I don't know is the numbers for them. Because if you know the Pokemon numbers, like number 582 is I can't even think of a Pokemon that'd be 582. Who would be 582? Like a real clues. I'm gonna go look up Pokemon number 582. Vanillite. I was kind of close. Anyway, but if you know the Pokemon numbers by heart, you're a nerd. I just can't get too deep into looking up the exact Pokemon things, but I really love Pokemon. Pokemon's are really However, I think why I like Smash more as a game than Pokemon as like a fun experience is that Smash, like all the Smash games around, have pretty good competitive scene, while Pokemon is, let me claim it, is the worst competitive game ever made. Pokemon is such a bad competitive game. Like, it's literally up to chance and luck that you can get a crit, a burn, a poison, a heal. It's just so you can miss. If your move does not say 100%, you will miss that move. I could care less if you have compound eyes, and if that move goes from 70 to 98 point, you will miss that first time. Pokemon is the worst competitive made game ever. It's a fun game. I love Pokemon to death, but its competitive is so garbage. I tried to play competitive in 5th gen. Oh my gosh, that was the worst mistake of my life, grinding for IVs. I wasn't a action replay kid. I wasn't, trying to get them cheats. I worked up for my Pokemon, and they were still trash. Garbage. Awful. They had awful natures. I went way too late. I was like, maybe I should change the natures, but I was way too deep in. Pokemon's such a bad competitive game. But I love Pokemon. Pokemon's my favorite game. First game I ever played. First game I ever beat. Love all the characters. Most of them. Tracy's sketch. Kind of sketchy. I just love everything about Pokemon. I like sometimes I even wonder to myself, I'm like, why do I know I don't remember things from geometry that I took last year. But I remember Quillfish was in 2nd gen, and nobody even remembers Quillfish. I think my favorite gen is 2nd gen, actually. Not based on the Pokemon, not like, 2nd gen has like the best Pokemon, but I think what makes them special for me is that they upgraded them from Gen 1 with the designs and colors. Like, they just pop out. Like Scizor, like I can just visualize Scizor. Like, even the boring Pokemon like Granbull. I think Granbull is like one of the most not exciting designs, but it's still a pretty good design. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. But Ooh, sorry about that. I just had to go do something real quick. I don't know if I'll cut that out. I probably won't. Anyway, yeah. But 2nd gen's probably my favorite Pokemon. You know what? I'll talk about Pokemon later on. I gotta focus on what I talked about before. Talking about Pokemon is Smash. Okay, so Smash is a very, very fun game. I love Smash. Smash for Wii U particularly. I played Melee when I was like 6. I didn't know what wave dashing or wave shining was. I didn't know anything. I just played Mario. I played Pikachu. I played Jigglypuff because I unlocked her. And that's about it. I didn't know anything about competitive. And then Brawl came out. And I didn't play competitive. Until I saw my very first competitive Smash Brothers video online. And it was Nairo versus Zero at Apex 2012. Was it 2012? I think it was. And then I saw Meta Knight versus Meta Knight, and I saw Zero lose to Nairo. I saw Nairo Apex, the legendary emote, and it was really mind-blowing to me. Like, wow, that's cool. I wish I could do that. And then, I never really got into the competitive scene of Brawl, not because I thought it was boring or anything. I think Brawl was like my most played game like ever for my Wii. But it was just it was just like too late for me to get into Pokemon. It was just too late to get into competitive Brawl. I was still so young. I didn't understand the meta. I didn't understand high tiers, the low tiers. I played Pit and Kirby. I didn't know if they were high or low tiers. I just played them. Yeah, it was just too late for me to get into competitive Brawl. So I just played Brawl casually. I did Subspace Emissary. I played with items. I played with a lot of my cousins. I just had fun. Excuse me. And occasionally I watched a tournament match or two, but that's about it. I never really got into it until 2014. No, 2013. Set the stage. Sakurai announced a new Smash game after he releases the new Kid Icarus Uprising game. In my mind, I was like, ooh, a new Kid Icarus Uprising game. But then in my mind afterwards, I was like, did he just say a new Smash game? I was like, what? What? Yes, so he said a new Smash game. And I was like, wow. Cool, for the Wii U and 3DS. During this time, I wasn't in denial, but I was in acceptance. I was like, the Wii U is a dead system. There's nothing besides Pikmin 3, Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart 8. There's something else. I don't want to go over there's something else on there that I played. Besides that, the Wii U was dead. So whenever I hit Smash, it's like, ooh, cool, a new game. 11 months to a whole year from now. So then, I waited that whole year. I still played Smash. I started watching a lot of Smash YouTubers get excited about it. I watched Shofu. I love watching Shofu. I think Shofu is literally my favorite YouTuber, like, ever. I love this Pokemon content. I love the Smash content. I love his streams. I love everything about Shofu. So I watched Shofu. I basically just watched a lot of Nintendo YouTubers talk about Smash because they were really into it. So they got me, like, really pumped up about it. But also, while I was getting really excited about Smash, I started thinking to myself, this is my moment. I could get into competitive Smash. Because since it was such a fresh new game, I was like, I could just get into this game. So then as the time goes on, they release new characters. I remember whenever they released Villager, Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer. That was really crazy for some of those. I remember Villager, I was like, ooh. I remember I played Animal Crossing. That was a fun game. Okay. I remember they released Mega Man. I was like, ooh, Mega Man. I remember Mega Man. Cool. Wii Fit Trainer. What? I was like, what? Okay. I can dig. But then, as time went on, and as I added more and more characters, it really blew my mind to where, like, Smash is a really not just awesome fighting game, but it's also just a really cool game in general. But I digress. So after they released new characters and all that, the game came out. Well, the game didn't come out, but the demo came out. I remember everybody was asking in the comments, hey, yo, extra code. I was like, I can just wait I can wait 2 weeks till I get the demo out. Then the demo came out. Everybody in my school was excited. My band was excited. All my friends talked about Smash. I was excited about it. So then, the demo came out, Battlefield, were they items or weren't they? I don't remember. I don't think they were items. I think you could turn the items off. Because I don't remember playing with items. Anyway, so the 5 characters came out. You got Mario, Link, Pikachu, Mega Man, and Villager. Those were the 5 characters available. And I was thinking to myself, who should I play? In my mind, I wasn't thinking of who should I main exactly, but I was thinking like, who should I start out with? And one of my friends like, I choose Mega Man. So in my mind, I was like, okay, he chose Mega Man. I really don't want to play Mega Man because then he'll complain about me playing his character, and I don't want to hear him complain. So then I was like, I'll play Villager because that was the first character I saw revealed. I was like, maybe he seems really weird. And then that was my main. I ran with Villager. Villager was my best character. Right now it's debatable, but Villager is probably still my second best character actually. Even though I'm working on a secondary, Villager is probably still my second best character. Even I love playing Villager, but for my play style, I realized like a year and a half later after playing Villager, I was just like, I love playing Villager, but not even a year and a half, probably just like a whole year or something like that. So until I was just like, I love playing Villager, but it doesn't exactly fit my play style. So then, I went on a little hunt for a new character, and then I found one. But I'll get to that later. Anyway, I'll start off at the very beginning when I first started playing Smash. Excuse me, but this is for Wii U. Or just 3DS anyway. Yeah, so the demo came out, I played Villager, I wrecked all these fools, all these people like, Villagers seem stupid. I was like, alright. And then, the game came out, everybody was playing it, everybody was playing with me, I played Villager, they played whoever. There's this one kid, he thought he was the best, because he was good on 3DS, but he wasn't good on Wii U, which is fair to say, that's pretty stupid. I mean, I could be like the god on 3DS, but if I get on, but nobody wants to play 3DS, everybody's trying to play Wii U. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that happened, and I just played Smash for like a whole year. Smash was just actually for like, maybe for like 2 years, maybe for like a year and a half, basically from 2014 to maybe late school year 2015, before we went on vacation or something. Smash was popping. Like, if you didn't have Smash on the bus, you were just either A, a loser, B, you had a girlfriend, that's cool on you, or 3, C, you just didn't like video games, which is fine, but you weren't hanging with the cool kids in the middle of the bus. Anyways, yeah, so I played Villager. I had a really good Villager, best Villager, in my opinion. Not even my opinion, everybody knew, and nobody wanted to admit it, that I was the best Smash player. I played with this one kid, my section leader. I whooped him hecka hard. This other kid in my section, I whooped him. He still beat me time to time, but I was still the best. He played Zero Suit Samus. He played Zero Suit Samus before the nerf, which just proves that anybody can. No, I'm just kidding. This one kid, he played Diddy Kong before. They basically played high tiers, and I just played Villager. Villager, in my opinion, was not a top 10 character. I thought he was maybe top 15 best. I think, in my opinion, he was at least top 15 easily, but not top 10. He was top 15 least, but he was easily above 15 most of the time, but not top 10. I don't know why people. I think because of Renai. I think that's also what really spiked my interest was Genesis 3. Japanese players were starting to come over. I was like, oh, that's cool. I knew of Abadongo, but I knew of a few Japanese. My favorite Japanese player, I think still today, even though I love a lot of Japanese players because I love their playstyles, not because, I'm not like, oh, Japanese. No, I just love some of the Japanese playstyles more than English players. But Earth was what got me into playing Pit. Earth was like the first, like, not was like the first Smash player who I knew by name, and I was really excited to watch Earth play. I remember he played at Apex 2012. Yeah, it was 2012, and I remember I watched his pit, and his pit was so good. I love this pit. He didn't go to too many American tournaments, unfortunately, but you know, the ones that he did go to, he did pretty decently at, and I just loved his playstyle. I thought Pit was a really good character, and I thought Earth represented him well, which made me want to pick him up, so I did. But anyway, so after playing Villager for a while, I had a lot of fun doing that, but then I realized, you know, I love playing Villager, but for like my main, I couldn't just keep playing Villager, because I feel like I personally did everything I could. I mean, I know the Renai combo, which you can just jab reset and the down smash until you kill, all that cool footstool stuff, but in my opinion, I did everything I believe I should have done with Villager. I mean, I could still pick a Villager and whoop some people, but I felt, and I'm trying to not feel as much as I did then, but I felt like my time with Villager was up. But during that time with Villager, you know, I was still playing it, I was still pretty good, but then, you know, I played this one kid on the bus, and then we went random, right? Yeah, we went random. I went random. He went Diddy Kong. Pre-patch Diddy Kong. Such good days. Oh no, I think it wasn't pre-patch Diddy Kong. It was I think it was a little bit after Evo 2015. Yeah, it was a little bit after Evo. I think it was like a whole year since Smash was released that I picked up. I was playing Lucina, and then I destroyed him. He's like, "Wow, you have a really good Lucina." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started playing Lucina a little bit. I really enjoyed Lucina as a character, but I remember that she was a clone, so I practiced between her and Marth. I was like, "What's the difference?" And the only difference was that Lucina was for more consistent damage. Marth was if you wanted to kill at 40, you got it at 40 if you got Tipper. So I liked Marth's Tipper a lot more, so I was just like, I'm going to play Marth. And then I played Marth. I still play Marth to this day. I think Marth's a really fun character. I played Marth before the patch, before Marth got buffed, so I just want to say that. I played it like a whole 6 months. Just saying, so everybody's like, oh, you Marth main? No. I played Marth before MK Leo. I played Marth before Mr. E. I played Marth before all them fools. Because Marth's a good character. In my opinion, before the patch to buff Marth, I thought Marth was a top 25 character, and now I think he's a top 15 character. I don't get when people say Marth is top 10. And a lot of you guys may be like, what are you talking about top 10? I should have described this at the very beginning. So in Smash, there's a tier list for every game. And this tier list there's 58 characters in Smash total, so they rank them from the worst to the best character. And as it stands now, the worst character in Smash Bros. For Wii U on 1.1.6 is Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's the worst hands down character ever. Jigglypuff's trash. I feel so bad. I love playing Jigglypuff, but she's just such a bad character. However, the best character is really debatable, and I don't want to get into that debate because I'll just get mad. But anyway, so I've been playing Marth. You know, I've been sculpting that. I've switched between Marth and Lucina. I think I have when my Marth's on point, it's unstoppable. But sometimes, you know, my Marth's pretty lame sometimes. Sometimes I never get tippers, so sometimes I just switch to Lucina and I just have a better time with Lucina. I alternate, but I usually play Marth like 90% of the time, and I just play a lot of other characters for fun. However, it's nearly 3 years since Smash 4 came out, and during that time, I played competitively. You know, I don't have good enough internet to where I can play people on Flagori or just online in general. So just for nearly 3 years, I've just been playing computers. I've been in training mode, just practicing, you know, combos and conversions and mix-ups, you know, those guesses, and just, what's wrong with me, and just practicing scenarios. But during that whole time, I've never gone to a single tournament. The whole point of me going competitive was for me to be a competitive player, but I never did that because I was always I don't want to make an excuse for myself, but I've been pretty busy with not only just school but band. Band takes up a lot of time, even though right now I really sometimes I think like Smash or band. I was like, obviously I choose Smash, but for college I'd probably just stick with band until I leave. But anyway, I digress with that. So with that in mind, I finally recently signed up for my very first tournament, and I'm super stoked about it. I don't feel nervous at all about it, even though I can just read you guys off some things. I'll just go over some things with Smash real quick, because this is recorded on the 13th. No, what's today's date? I don't know what today's date is. It's July 14th. Today officially is the first day of EVO 2017. That's really cool. So basically all this weekend, I'm not gonna be able to watch it today, but I don't think there's gonna be any upsets in pools. But today is when EVO starts. EVO Evolution is the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna keep up to date with it and all that good stuff. And I actually recently on Twitter, I just saw this like 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, I don't know, before I started recording this, is that EVO is that because Super EVO on basically there's 3 days of EVO. There's day 1. Day 1s are basically just like not as important games. I'm not saying they're not important, but like not as big of a games, gets done quick. Day 2 is when like the second layer of games gets done. Day 3 is where you want to be now, because it's held in the Mandalay Bay arena, where like big boxing matches happen, like Mayweather and all that, which is pretty cool. But this year, last year, Super Smash Bros. Melee was put in the limelight before Street Fighter in day 3, which was pretty big. But this year they switched it around. Now Wii U has it, which I'm super stoked about it. I can't wait to watch it. I have my own predictions of who's going to make top 8. I can literally talk about Smash for hours, just about each character, each player, but I'd rather not do that because, I mean, I could do that, but what's the fun in that? But anyways, yeah, so basically Smash is going to be on Disney XD on Sunday, which is pretty neat. I mean, it's not exactly, ESPN, but, Disney owns ESPN. ESPN. My bad. But yeah, so that's pretty cool, actually. So I'm going to keep up with Smash. In my opinion, who's going to win? I think Zero's going to take it again. I don't see why. Wait, I keep almost sneezing. Oh. Okay. So yeah, so right now I just have a few sheets open. Anyway, before I get too deep into EVO, I can just dive straight into EVO. So for EVO, it's really, last year Smash Wii U had a very, very rough time. Like they had enough sets, they have enough setups, like enough Wii U's and TVs for a tournament only, so there's no friendlies. So on last year, you gotta bring your own setup if you wanted to practice. Well, you just didn't practice that. That's it. It was a 2-day event. Everything was run very poorly. It was pretty bad. So this year, I guess a lot of people are being like, oh, maybe they realize. No, basically this year they're just trying to say, hey, yo, we're sorry about last year. Your Sunday spot, we're giving you more things. We're putting you on TV. We're sorry. And you know what? A lot of people are taking it. A lot of people are saying, no, it's stupid. We shouldn't take it. But I would have taken it. I wouldn't have mind driving to Las Vegas. I wouldn't have mind that at all. However, that's not the case. So yeah. But anyway, quick rundown from past EVOs. EVO has been at. There's been because every year for EVO, for Melee, EVO happened at 2007 and 2013 to 2016 and 2017. But I'm just gonna go through the results. So 2007, first place was Ken. Obviously, Ken is the king of Smash. He was the best Melee player in the early infancy of Melee before the gods existed, like 5 gods in Melee. So Ken was the best player, so obviously he would win. And then 2013 and 14 was Mango. Mango, the drunken alcoholic father. He did pretty well. He did 2 Evos. He wanted a 3-peat. And then 2015, Armada, the best Smash player to ever play Smash, played and won Evo. And then 2016, Hungry Box won Evo. A very emotional story, but not very liked player. So then Brawl, CPU, and Mewtwo King won 2008, 2009. Project M was actually at Evo, but not exactly main stage because those are forbidden games. And then Wii U happened the past 2 years and this year, obviously. And Zero and Ally won those 2 years. So this year, everybody's saying probably Zero will win, which I believe Zero will win. If Zero doesn't win, I know runner-up and third, but I really hope a Japanese player like swoops in. But you know, if that doesn't happen, that's fine. But anyway, back to my own thing. So I signed up for my very first Smash tournament after nearly 3 years. I'm super excited about it. I signed up for Low Tier City 5, which is August 5th through the 6th. It's a 2-day event. The schedule's pretty easy to follow. But I have banned the week of it. But once ban's done on Friday, I'm leaving and I'm gonna go there. So there's a pop bonus, which is pretty cool. $1,500, $1,500, not $1,000. That's no. That was it. I'd never win. There's $1,500 in pop bonus for Wii U singles, and I've only entered Wii U singles. Originally, I was gonna enter Wii U doubles. However, Kane wasn't able to make it work with him because of some issues, which is fine. Hopefully, sometime later this year, or maybe next year, Team Kachiga can come true. Kane plays Little Mac. Kane's like the worst Smash player I ever know. Kane's awful at Smash, but he's just really good at clutching. Kane's really good clutch master, but his neutral's garbage. It's either forward tilt or forward smash. It doesn't do anything else. I mean, I know he plays Little Mac, but that's no reason. Anyway, so I really hope that basically at this, I want to make a statement at this event. Whenever I used to play to myself, I used to always tell myself I'm a top 10 player. I talk to myself a lot, like right now. But yeah, I always thought I was a top 10 player. Then as I watched more players get better, as I watched more Japanese players come over, I realized maybe I'm not a top 10 player yet. But in my opinion, I was like, I'm really easily a top 50 player, to be honest. But I've just never been able to show myself, this is the tournament to show myself at. So what I'm pretty much doing is that I'm either going 0-2, which means I lose both my matches and I get out of the tournament instantly. I'm going to win the whole thing. No in between. It's either I'm going to win or I'm going to lose. No second, no nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, for this tournament, I want to make top 8, but I want to make an upset too. It pretty much, polls aren't out yet. Polls come out like a week before the event. That's usually the icing on the cake. Polls always come out like a week before the event. So like, if you ever complain like, oh, I have like 5 of my crewmates, they can just switch you out or whatever. I don't really have anything big right now as of July 14th. Like as I said, who's in it so far? The entrance for Wii U singles, because that's what I'm entered in, is The Buzz. The Buzz is the 4th best player in the world. The Buzz plays Rosalina, and he has a Bayonetta and Olimar secondary. So I'm pretty scared of The Buzz's Rosalina, because Rosalina is, in my opinion, the 3rd best character in the game. Because she has stupid rage mechanics, her Luma's stupid, everything about Rosalina is stupid, but she's a good character. You just have to work with it. So right now I'm grinding out a lot of these matchups that I see here for top players, just in case they're in my pool, because I know I'm going to get a top 50 PGR player in my pool. Yeah, and you guys may be wondering, what's the top 50 PGR player? Well, let me tell you guys. So PGR is Panda Global Rankings. Panda Global is a team esports, and now they're going to do every 6 months they're gonna release a new ranking of the top 50 plays in the whole entire Smash Wii U world. So there's 50 best plays. I can go down the list real quick to talk to you guys about it. But before I do that, let me go down the schedule of Low Tier City and all that. So the Buzz is there, the 4th best player. Larry Laird's there, the 6th best player, a really good Fox player, and he has a Donkey Kong, which is stupid. Esam's there, the 18th best player. Esam's a Pikachu player that has a Samus and a Mewtwo occasionally. Esam thinks Pikachu's a top 10 character. Esam always talks about how Pikachu's good, and I really want to fight Esam in bracket so I can beat him, because in my opinion, Pikachu's at least borderline 20. Pikachu's an awful character. His quick attack, his upbeat, basically he goes from being a little chubby mouse to being like a flat line that you can still hit, which is awful for him. So yeah, and MVD, the number 29th best player in the world, Diddy Kong player. He likes Lilat, the worst stage band Lilat, and a bunch of Texas players that I know of, that I see here. But there's one character in here that I really want to play, which is Lima. Lima is I think right now Lima's the number 1 best player in Texas, which is good on him. However, Lima is a really not liked player, which I understand why. He taunts, which is, if you taunt, that's cool, you're comfortable. But like, he does an uncomfortable amount. He's not cocky to where he can back it up, because a lot of the times whenever he gets too cocky, he loses. So I really want to fight Lima, just because if I beat him, I can be like, I beat the best Smash player in Texas. But it's kind of sad. And there's a lot of other characters in here. Anybody? Nobody really specific. Nobody really signs up for tournaments until a day before the deadline's done. Which I understand. I signed up early because the day I signed up, it was still $10 before it was $10 less to sign up, and the day after it'd be $10 more. So I'm just gonna save money, so I just signed up early. But I'm pretty sure more people are going. I think MK Leo, the 2nd best player in Smash, is going. I think Locust, a really good Ryu. I think he's number 20. I don't remember what number is he. I think he's number 20. I think he's number 22. I think he's probably gonna go, because the week before there's another tournament happening there with a big pop bonus there. So it just makes sense for them to go to both. Yeah. Besides that, I really don't know if the best player is going. Zero is the best Smash player, hands down, for Wii U. He's literally the beast. He the best. Who the best? Zero the best. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so that's really exciting, actually. I'm really stoked about this, about my very first Smash tournament. I'm really excited just to go have a good time. Oh, Albadongo's going too. I forgot about Albadongo. Albadongo's a Mewtwo. No, I wouldn't even call him a Mewtwo man anymore, because he's trying to main Bayonetta. Bayonetta's, oh my gosh, no Albadongo. Albadongo's going. He's probably going for Wii U singles. He just hasn't registered for what he's attending yet. But yeah, basically I'm really excited about this. It's going to be a really cool experience for me. My very first tournament is going to be Texas. It's a pretty stacked tournament, actually. So that's why I don't want to go 0-2 in pools. I want to at least win 1 round. But however, like I said, I want to make an upset. I want to beat a pretty good top player. My goal is to make it out of my pools, but I really want to make top 8, so I can be in the money. So I can be like, I made top 8 at my very first Smash tournament, which would be pretty cool. But if that doesn't happen, I understand. But I at least want to make top 64. I want to make it out of my pools. That's my goal. So right now I'm grinding Morith. I'm grinding my secondary. My secondary is just whoever I feel comfortable with at the time, probably Villager, just in case. So I'm putting a lot of effort into this. I just really want to have a good time while I'm there, play a lot of good players, maybe make an impact. So basically the schedule for day 1's all the pools. If I do good in my pool, I'll make top 64 for Wii U. And then if I do good there, then I'll make top 8. Good. And then day 2, Wii U singles top 8. And then I'm done there. I can just watch it and enjoy. Also, during this time, there's also a convention going on, which is where the Smash tournament's happening. So we get free passes. There's retro games. There's arcades. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be more than just Smash, but I'm going strictly to focus to do good on Smash. But it's gonna be a very fun time for me. I'm really excited. I'm really stoked about it. It's none of my friends really talk to me about Smash anymore. None of them, none of my real life friends, and even my online friends, none of them really play Smash. So basically, I've just been playing Smash by myself in my room for hours on end, every single day, every single week, every single second. I've just been playing alone, just playing against computers. So I'm really excited about this. I really hope that I'm not all talk and that I'm actually a top 50 player. I'm really I'm expecting a lot out of my first tournament. So if I lose really bad, if I do go 0-2, I can realize I can be better and that I can get better. I plan on attending a lot more Smash tournaments that happen in Texas. I'm planning on attending a Smash tournament next year out of state, which I'm pretty excited about, but I gotta save that money first. Money. Registration opened until July 28th, which is a week before the tournament, which is usually what happens. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm really excited about this tournament, obviously. That's pretty cool. My very first Smash tournament. Maybe I might attend one before or something just for practice, but I need to see if there's anything near me, because I live in the desert of Texas. Nothing's around. This closest movie theater is an hour away, so that's not any good for me. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm gonna do good. I thought about vlogging it and maybe uploading it to the channel for y'all, but then I was like, why am I gonna vlog and upload it to the channel? But if you guys want to see that, it's cool. If you guys want to follow my story, I'll be tweeting it. I'll be on Snapchat. I'll be doing everything with it. But yeah, pretty much my end goal is to have a good time. If I make top 8, I'll be ecstatic. I'll probably cry. But if I don't make top 8, and if I go 0-2 in pools, I'll be like, alright, let me just play some people, money match some people. Maybe I just had an off day, and I'll just have a good time. That's all I can really say about it. I can't really say too much about it. I just gotta roll with the punches. So I'm really excited about Low Tier City 5. And I think that's about all that I needed to talk about today. I think I had a pretty good, decent amount to talk about. What should I talk about? There's something I need to talk about. I don't remember what it was. To be honest, I gave up uploading on SoundCloud because it just wasn't worth it. Just having one new video, I don't think it was worth it. So now I'm trying to work on other ways to make you guys have a chance to listen. I'm trying to have a few connections. I'm not gonna say with who, but I have a few connections with people that are able to upload on the Apple Music and all, not Apple Music, but the App Store and all that. So I'm trying to pull a few strings, but if I can, I understand. But if I do, that's pretty cool. Yeah, actually, I saw on Twitter that SoundCloud has 5 more weeks until it gets shut down. That was really random to me. I was just like, wow, that's something. Okay. Anyway, I guess I can go through the list on the PGR, the Panda Global Rankings. I won't bore you guys because you guys probably don't even care about Smash, which is fine. But I just needed to talk about something that I could talk to about for at least 30 minutes or something. I don't even know how long I've been recording. So basically, 50 is Foe. He's a NES player from Vegas. I love Foe. I could just talk about all these players, but I'm going to talk about the players that I like to watch. 49 is Choco. Choco is a Japanese Zero Suit Samus. In my opinion, Choco is the second best Zero Suit Samus. That's my opinion. He just hasn't really attended much out of Japan because, Japan's pretty expensive, to be honest with you. So I'm really hoping that later down this year that people will give Choco a chance and that he'll be able to show himself. I think Choco's a really good player. Number 47 is Edge. He was the best. He was the best player in Smash 4, like at the very beginning of the game in Japan. And then he took a break for probably like school or something, but he's back. He's doing pretty good, which is good too. Number 42 is Nakat. Nakat is a really funny player. Nakat barely missed out on the PGR last year. He got number 51, even though in my opinion he was easily a top 50. I don't know why they took him out, but it's cool. At number 36 is Hikaru. Hikaru is a Japanese Donkey Kong player, and he got top 8 at Civil War. I guess I'm gonna talk about Civil War quick. Civil War was the most stacked Smash 4 tournament of all time, and basically, it was basically a war between Zero and Ally, the number 1 and 2 best players during the time, and it was pretty much the best tournament I've ever seen in my life. However, the placings were outrageous. Like, MK Leo doing that. MK Leo got 65th. MK Leo was during that time was considered the second best player in the world and got 65th. That's crazy. Like, what was that? Was that an ad? That was an ad. Sorry. Yeah, that's crazy that like he plays so bad. And then what was after that? And there's I'm looking like at the placings, and 65th. All of these people would have all these are like people that make top 8 easy, and they just get destroyed. How does Angel Cortez not have a team? Whenever you signed up, you have to have a team, either Team Ally or Team Zero. Why does Angel Cortez not have a team? Why does Eon not have... Why can't... What? That's stupid. If I would have... Anyway, I don't I'm mad. And then Zero, the best player in Smash 4, he got 49th. He didn't make top 32. He lost to a player called Latai. I wouldn't say a I wouldn't exactly call him a random, but he was pretty much a random Zero Suit Samus player. Zero is known for destroying Nairo, the third best player in the world. He's been third for a long time, but the third best player in Smash. And basically, he lost to that Zero Suit Samus when he never loses to Nairo, who is the best Zero Suit Samus, which doesn't make sense, but I guess things happen. Yeah, he got 49th, which is oh my goodness gracious. That keeps scaring me. What's this ad at? Oh my gosh, don't scare me like that. Please stop. Okay. And then basically, yeah, like I'm literally just looking at these placements. I've never just looked at the placements of Civil War singles to realize how crazy it was. Like how, okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm getting a little upset. Let me just go through this real quick. Like, all these people that are in top 65 would have made top 8. It's literally, I'll link this in the description. I don't think you guys will care, and I'll link the PGR too. I'll link both of them in the description. If you guys want to look at what I'm talking about, it's down there. You guys can go look at it if you want. But it blows my mind at how crazy this tournament actually was. Like I remember I watched it live. I watched the whole tournament. I watched every second of it, and it boggles my mind at how crazy it was. It literally was the best Smash tournament I've ever seen in my life. Like Melee included, Brawl everything included. It was such a good tournament. I think that they're making another one called Infinity Wars or something. It's basically just based on Marvel, except, about Smash characters, which is pretty cool. But if they do Infinity Wars, another one after this, I'm really excited about it, because that'd be really cool. But anyway, yeah, I could really just talk about Smash all day, but I'd rather not do that. Anyway, let me go to the PGR real quick. I'll link the PGR as well, like I said. There's just so many characters. There's so many people that I love. It just makes me like whenever I watch Smash, like sometimes whenever I'm like, should I just stop playing Smash so I can play a different game and have like actual fun and actually talk to people that still play that new game. And then I watch the Smash tournament, and like while I watch it, like I'm like, I go to my Wii U, I turn it on, and then I start playing it. I'm like, why am I playing this? Why am I playing this game? Why can't I play something else? And then I realize why, because I love it. It's just such a awesome game to me, which is why I'm so excited about my very first Smash tournament, because I wanna show that that this is something that I'm good at. There's very few things I can say I'm good at, and one of those things is Smash. I want to prove to people that I want to be them. I want to be the top. I want to be a top 10 player. I will do whatever it takes to get there. So if this tournament, I can prove to people, hey, I'm a hidden boss in Texas. Watch out. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. And I'm very excited to show that to people, and hopefully I do very good at the tournament. That's all I want. Wow. Now that I look at this PGR, pretty crazy. Zero's still number 1, obviously. Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm sorry that if I bored you guys with my talk about movies and Smash, but it's just really something I'm really passionate about, and I'm glad I can share it with you guys. See, I didn't talk about one negative thing. I didn't talk about depression, anything. I just talked about my illness and how I'm getting better. That's positive. See, I can be positive. I was really scared of doing this podcast alone, because I was just like, I don't want to do a solo cast because I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And I just talked about Pokemon, how it's a fun game, but it's a bad competitive game, and I talked about Smash the whole time. I had a lot of fun. I probably next week I'll have hopefully a guest that won't ditch on me. I'm kidding. But yeah, hopefully I'll have somebody that actually keeps to their promise, and that will be here through thick and thin. If I can wake up early, you can wake up early. I sleep through everything, and if I can wake up for this, I know you can wake up for this. I don't want to hear any excuses. Anyway, so I hope you guys did enjoy this week's podcast. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Hopefully you guys got my emotion of I want this more than anything, and I'm not gonna let this opportunity slip. And I'm not gonna let this opportunity slip through my hands. I'm gonna prove to the world that I'm really good, and that's all I can really say about it. So yeah, guys. Actually, even though we're only like a month away from us starting our school year, I'm gonna have to do band every day. I want to kill myself just saying that. So I'm gonna be busy with band, but I'm still here. I'm still trying to get these. I'm gonna still get these podcasts out every week. But right now, I'm planning on what I'm gonna do once school starts, so I can still have these weekly. So expect, maybe a schedule change. Maybe I might skip 1 week, and then the next week I'll have like a new upload day. But I think Saturday is still fine. I think what I'm just worried about is when I can record. But anyway, guys, that's still a long way away, so don't worry about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this podcast, guys. Don't forget to share with your friends. If you guys are interested in looking at Smash stuff or anything, I'll leave the PGR and the Civil War thing in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you guys don't have to, obviously, but if you guys want to just, see what it's about, see how crazy it is to me, then you guys can. It's up to you. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this week's podcast. Next week will actually be an entertaining podcast. Oh my God. See, self-deprecation. Okay, I said that right. I was kind of scared. Okay, You good. I don't have to explain why. Anyway, yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. So until then, hope you guys have a fun time. Remember, smash on. That sounds so bad. You know. Okay, bye.